Hey guys, Sean Chief for the Render DVD Blu-ray Tuesday Sean video today. Today gonna go out to see what things came out, see what things are on sale. Today though, new release-wise, there's actually quite a few new things coming out. One of the main big things coming out is Jurassic World Rebirth. They're also releasing today Ballerina, which is, in the John Wick kind of series. I think it's called like John Wick, Ballerina, John Wick story. I think that's like the full title. Also, Elio came out today, which I saw that one in theaters, and surprisingly, that one was really good. That one, I really liked that one a lot. And the other one, which I thought was a really fun movie that comes out today, is Clown in the Cornfield. There's going to be like a steelbook for that one, and as well, but that one I really liked a lot. Also, at the end of this video is going to be a bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews for some things I received to review and talk about for you guys, so definitely stay tuned for those as well. Also, I want to say a big thank you for all of you guys, too, who have been going on Tubi and giving the my film Desert Fiends a thumbs up on there, or liking the film on there. Been a huge help, and if you haven't had a chance to yet, guys, too, check out the link below, and you guys, like I said, can like the film on there as well. And the way it works, too, is basically, I think it's the way it's kind of like the more likes it gets, and the more people check out the link, the more it kind of gets shared around on the platform and recommended and things like that. So I really appreciate that so much, guys. So thank you again for, those of you who have been checking it out so far and everything as well. But anyway, though, guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into Target we go. And they've totally, like, repaved the whole parking lot. It's weird, like, I guess they could get around this way. But yeah, they're doing it little by little, the whole parking lot in here. But you guys know we always have to go by the $1, $3, and $5 spot. I miss when they had those like little signs, like circle signs. There's that little thing that's covered up that says all items, but they don't seem like they're ever gonna put those back, those circular signs. But let's see, anything different? The Halloween stuff, it looks like it's pretty much all the stuff that I showed last Tuesday. I don't think anything else is different in here from what I can tell. And we always have to check the books over here to see anything else that's different. Where the movies used to be in the front. I think these two have changed out. This Picture Perfect one, sort of, I don't know if that's like a sequel to Pitch Perfect or something. Wild Card. I think that Hucking Strong or something. I think that's a new one too. And Love Arranged. I don't think I remember seeing that one last week either. Turd Mag wise, one thing I kind of noticed is that one magazine, and I don't think I've seen it in probably like 6 months anywhere, is In Touch. It's like a weird thing I've noticed. I think that magazine must be like only available if you order it online. It's like part of the subscription or something, because I've not seen it in any stores anywhere, at least out here. And it's one of those ones you'd always see next to Inquirer, but you don't see a lot of that stuff as much anymore. Even the Inquirer is harder to come across. But yeah, back here though, they still have some of these, Sonic ones, the ones that are like the video game cartridge diorama ones and everything. But other than that though, I don't see anything else different. I know I saw someone found one of those, or I think it was they ordered it, the kind of one that's kind of like this of Leatherface. It's pretty cool. So that one I think is starting to show up places as well. But yeah, this one I don't think I've ever seen any of the new Ben Cooper ones, and I think they should be on the way. I ordered a while back the Ben Cooper one that has like the Pee-wee and the Alf one in here, so those should be on the way. I think I'm still waiting on those now, but doesn't look like anything different back here from what I can tell. Just have to make sure nothing's mixed in, but it doesn't look like it though. I know this is one thing I've been hearing too, is a lot of these have gone up in price. They were like $24 for a lot of these figures, and now they've gone up to $31.49. So I know that's like, I've been noticing now, a lot of figures and stuff, like little by little, like they go up, like even the Simpsons, like $1 or $2 and everything as well. It's funny, I see the one figure over here, I'll show you guys. I'm trying to stay away from the speaker, but I'm trying to kind of stay away from the speaker, but they have this one in here, the X-Men 97. I found this one a while back, but out of the group, this is one of the ones I know that's like kind of the sought after one of these figures, and it kind of shows up in the stores here and there. It's like it's gone for a while and then shows back, I've kind of noticed. I did have in here too the Fantastic Four Thing. This is one of the kind of harder ones to come across as well, of the grouping of the Fantastic Four figures too. Into Walmart we go. All right, so I have not peeked yet, so let's head back and see. Hopefully they have all all the new stuff changed out and everything. I think last time, 2 weeks ago when they switched things out, I think they had everything out. I can't remember though. I can see some stuff kind of coming through. I feel like there's a couple gaps, but it looks like a lot of the things are there. So let's see. But in here though, they have everything changed out though. So they have Jurassic World. That was the main big thing today for 1996 on DVD, and it has a slipcover on the DVD. I don't think Universal does slipcovers all the time on the DVDs. Then they have the Blu-ray here for $24.96. I thought this was actually a really pretty fun movie. Then they have the 4K here for $29.96. They have this one Yukazumaki, this one for $24.96. I don't know much about this one. And then they also have in here a Ballerina. They have the Blu-ray here, sorry, the DVD for $19.96, and then the Blu-ray just for $22.96. Other than that, I don't see anything else different right here. On the side, though, I did end up seeing the Ouija. That's a new one on Steelbook that Shout Factory put out. I like this movie. I remember seeing this one in theaters. Thought this was actually a pretty fun movie. But then in the actual section, though, there's a bunch of other things in here today. So, like, they have in here Paw Patrol for $9.96, Bride Hard, which I thought this was actually a pretty fun movie. I saw that in theaters. And they do have Clown in the Cornfield. They don't have the Steelbook, but they have the DVD for $14.96, the Blu-ray for $19.96, and then they have Ice Road. This is the second one that I don't know if that one went to theaters. I think it might have been direct to video. Dark Wind Season 3, and then The Chosen, and then also The Surfer. I think this was originally a Warner Archive release, and now it's available in stores for $17.96. And then the Jolly Monkey for $12.96 was today as well. And this one, Unholy Trinity, I don't know if that was today or not. Other than that, though, that seems to be all the main new things in here today, but definitely was a lot of new releases this week. It's funny, randomly, there's a Jolly Monkey on the top here. I guess they must have, like, forgot to put that one into the case here. And let's check down here, too, to see if there's anything different in here, Funko Pop-wise. It doesn't look like anything, and same with the figures here. It's been kind of the same ones in this one for a while now. We'll check, though, on the actual toys, too, and, you know, see what they have over there as well. So we shall see. Let's see, though. Like I said, this is one of the only ones, and it's funny because, you know, you guys know I go to a lot of different Walmarts in different areas and everything, and it's just so funny how the only Walmart I've ever seen have this little toy setup of, like, the display like this has been the one in my area. But, like, I've gone, you know, I was even in Ontario and all kinds of other spots, and I didn't see any other one. So it's just so funny. But, like, it does kind of change out here and there. I did see randomly the John Cena thing in here. One of the back here, though, they have, like, this 2-pack one, but I've been seeing some people finding this at their store, like in the clearance area, for like $20 or something like that. And like I was saying, these are the ones that are starting to go up in price, some of these ones. But the same with this. I've seen someone finding this one in the clearance area as well, because I think what's happening is not all the Walmarts have this area to set these up, so they don't have an area to put these. So those locations, they go in the clearance. At least that seems like what's been going on with some of the things that people have been finding. But I think now when it comes to Minecraft, I feel like we're probably not going to see any more new figures for a while now, until, like, down the line whenever they do the second movie, because I don't know, there's a lot of the other characters that they never made figures for that you could get in stores, but I don't know. I feel like they're probably not going to keep making them for a bit, like, but I don't know. We shall see. I like to find all the Jack Black and Momo ones, though. I've been trying to get as many of the different ones as I can find. But over here, though, they did have this Batwing one as well. But other than that, though, nothing really different here, though. Into the next Target we go. Yeah, in here, though, I see a bunch of the different Ben Coopers. I see these are the main ones, but they have the Art the Clown one, which I found, and they have the Leatherface one as well. But let me see, behind there, are there any other ones too? It looks like Art the Clown, Leatherface. Oh yeah, they have the Saw one as well. These are the ones, if you're not looking carefully, you could kind of overlook the Saw one in there as well. So they have the Terrifier, Saw, and Leatherface for the new ones. Let me just check to make sure anything else in here new. Let's see, that's a new the new Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger one. That one released about a week or so ago. I'm still looking for, though, the NECA Art the Clown one, though. That one's supposed to be, you know, one of the figures kind of like this type. I know people have started to say they've been starting to ship out, so those should be starting to show up in stores soon as well. I see the Spinal Tap figure here, Gremlins, but yeah, this section's definitely much more filled up, though. But over here, though, in the actual toy section, pretty much the same ones, same Superman. I've seen the same things in here for a while. Let's see, though, anything else mixed in. That one, you always see that particular X-Man one. Doesn't look like it. Let's see, though, in the into the next Walmart we go. But yeah, in here though, I'm trying to talk over the music. They do have the 7-movie Jurassic Park set here. I see that one. And other than that though, this location doesn't have everything locked up, so you're able to kind of look at the back of the stuff for the Clown on the Cornfield one, the Surfer, Bride Hard. That seems to be all the main ones I see at this one, but really like Clown on the Cornfield a lot. And same with the Surfer. I'm glad this one's, you know, now in stores, because like I said, I believe it was originally a, you know, one of the ones that was one of the Lionsgate limited releases. And then over here, here's the horror section, just seeing if there's anything else different in here. This is funny. This particular set, I don't remember ever seeing before, and it has the remake of the Witches, the original Witches, Practical Magic, and Witches of Eastwick. So it's like a new packaging with all of those ones together. Other than that, though, checking to see anything else different down here. And I see TV show-wise, this one might be a newer thing that they have in here, Bitten. I don't think I remember seeing that one in here. And then checking to see anything else different down here. Let's check at the figures too, see if there's anything else changed out. I see this one. This is one you don't see too often. The Cyborg Superman, this one, not the one that has like the Mcfarlane, like the platinum one, but that's like the different one. So that's pretty cool. And down here they have another one of that one. And then the Mirror Master one too. Yeah, people were saying they were seeing like a lot of those like figures and stuff in the clearance here, but I haven't seen any sign of them. Like I see like some of the stuff like these WWE ones, like these ones, a lot of these Stretch Armstrong type things that stretch, but I haven't seen like any of the Marvel ones or anything like these type of ones, but not the, you know, like the bigger figures, but not the McFarlane ones or any of those like Marvel ones some people have been saying that they've been coming across. This one definitely has a larger section though. What's weird too is some of the stuff you see in the clearance, like I swear I never actually saw in the regular section anywhere to begin with. It's almost like, I think what happens is some of these things, they don't have a place for it, and they almost like automatically just end up in this area. Star Wars one. But you see though, this one's got a big section. It's like clearance, like school things, lots of different, like all this is like the school supplies. So this is definitely one of the bigger clearance areas. Yeah, see more school stuff on clearance. But yeah, no sign, no figure-wise of anything like that though. They actually had a GameStop over there. I wasn't able to show in there because it was like really loud music, but they ended up having this one that's very hard to find, the Homer Simpson Trieste Horror one, when he's like the kind of like the King Kong one. Very cool. Like I said, this is one I think it's only in GameStops. I like the packaging on this one because generally all the packaging for the Simpsons ones are always exactly the same. This one actually has a real different look to it, so I like that. Well, into the next Walmart we go. Definitely going to check the clearance section in this one too. I think it was, what I can remember is like on this side, just to see, just in case any of these toys, like people have been saying, are actually ending up in these sections. I've never seen anything like that in my area, better toy-wise, but we will see though too. Like I said, I think it was back over here, but I might be wrong about that. Let's see though. Yeah, still trying to find where the clearance section is. I've seen like some things like right in these kind of spots when I've gone around that say clearance, but I haven't seen the actual full clearance section. Like some of this area I've seen toys in, but not like, but people have been finding them in the actual main clearance area, like where they have all the mixture of everything all together though. But this one, though, does not seem to have put out anything new for, you know, this week's new releases. This is kind of funny, though, one of these books for Frankenweenie. The original, though, live action one is like, I love that one. Like the one that they did, though, the animated one, I thought was okay, but the live action one from the 80s I loved so much. This location, though, does have a $5 bin in here, though. You don't see that at all of them, though, the ones that still have these. Cheech and Chong with the stand, Peanuts, Knox Goes Away. This one, 2-pack. What's like it says 2-pack, but it's actually like 3 movies in here for this one. Oh, sorry, 4 movies. But yeah, I'm still gonna see if I can find where that clearance section is, if there is one, like a full one in this one too. Let's see though down in the actual toys too, just in case there's anything different in this one here as well. Let's see, this one's got a smaller section, so not usually as much stuff in here though, but we shall see. Yeah, well, I found the clearance department down here. Yeah, nothing great, like random little footballs and like more school things and a million of these. And it's weird, they can't decide what they want to charge, like $5 and $1. But these things I feel like you're gonna see till the end of time. What is this? Some weird fox mask. What does the fox say? But let's see. Doesn't look like, oh. But yeah, it doesn't look like, wait, hold on, down here is a little Turtles one. But see, still $40 for this one. But none of the Spider-Man ones or any of the ones I've seen people showing in their pictures. Into the final Walmart we go. But yeah, though, in here, in this location, though, they have the Jurassic World, you know, the collection here of all 7 movies together. And I saw some of these different ones in here, like these slipcovers that I might not have seen, like the Vincent Price, Black Phone, Five Nights at Freddy, Nosferatu. Some of these might be newer ones, though. But yeah, though, in here in the toy section, though, nothing different. I haven't seen them change too much out in here, Simpsons-wise, in a while, too. They do have this random Homer that someone, like, took the shirt off of it in there. It's definitely not a shirtless Homer. Someone did that to him. But other than that, though, yeah, nothing really different here. And this is another one that doesn't have that whole toy setup thing. I will go by the clearance just in case, too, there's anything in this one by chance. Yeah, I just went by here too, and you just see kind of such real random stuff, like this lightsaber thing here, but not a lot of figures and stuff like that from what I can tell, though. So anyway, though, guys, that was all for my brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Like I always say, if you guys enjoy these shopping videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Also, though, in the comments below, let me know what you guys picked up on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K if you guys ended up picking up anything today. Also, too, let me know if you guys saw anything new in the theaters lately or anything you guys have watched on streaming. This past weekend, I did see 2 different things. I saw Splitsville, which is the new one with Dakota Johnson, which was interesting. She was pretty much the only, I'd say, like, known person in the cast, but it was kind of like her, and it was like she had an open relationship, her character, with her husband, and she ended up sleeping with her husband's best friend, and it kind of became this whole big thing. And it was actually pretty good. The other one that I saw, which is, I would say, it's a good example of what Until Tomorrow Comes, or is Escape from Tomorrow, the one that has you know, The Weeknd in it and Jenna Ortega. Like, I just, that movie, like, didn't work in a lot of areas. And this movie, though, called Lurker, was a similar concept of what was going on, and it was really well done, basically about, like, obsession with this guy who was a fan of this musician, and kind of infiltrated his way into his life and kind of put himself there, and, like, it was really interesting, really well done. The star of it was the actor who was from Saltburn, but really well done. It's from Mubi, the company that put out The Substance is the distributor, but I really like that one a lot, called Lurker. Definitely worth checking out. But anyway, though, guys, now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. And the first one I got here is from Universal, and this one here is the collector's edition here, which includes the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital code of Jurassic World Rebirth. I actually saw this one in theaters as well, and I like this one a lot. It's basically, it's in the same world as Jurassic World, that series of films that they've made, but it's kind of like its own one where if you haven't seen the other ones, you'd still be able to understand this, because it's like kind of a new set of characters and everything. And essentially it's about Scarlett Johansson and her group that are going to look for this dinosaur that was kind of like a crossbreed type one. And essentially the island they were going to was the island where they did the first bit of research before they actually opened up Jurassic Park. And they were like, I think that's what it was, unless I'm mixing it up, but they were like doing experimentations there, and that was the first place, and then they moved dinosaurs to the actual Jurassic Park, something like that. And essentially there was some like failure crossbreed type things, and they need to get this one DNA from this dinosaur. So it's basically them going into this area with all these dinosaurs everywhere, you know, no one has been to in years, and trying to get to the area. It has on here, though, deleted scenes, alternate opening, making of documentary on this one here as well. But I thought this was a really fun movie. The next one here, this is from Lionsgate, and I believe this is an Amazon exclusive for this release, for this edition. And this is a really cool, like, slim case, and it includes the 4K and the digital copy of what I would say is probably one of my top favorite movies of all time. The movie which stars Natasha, Lyonne, Clea, Duvall, RuPaul, and Cathy, Moriarty, But I'm a Cheerleader. I've watched this movie throughout the years so many times. Let me show you guys, though, a look in here. So it's kind of in this kind of cool, slim case. And then here's a look inside. And if you guys see my videos from years back, I've talked about this movie so many times over the years. And if you guys have never seen this movie, it's an absolute must-watch. It's basically, you know, Natasha Lyonne's character gets sent to this kind of rehabilitation place, because basically her parents think that she's gay. And let me tell you something, this is just my take. Those places are horrible. You know, I don't like them at all. But this movie is not making them look good at all. Like those, you know, gay rehabilitation places whatsoever. It's showing the badness of all that kind of stuff. So basically, this is a very positive movie showing how terrible those places are. And basically, though, she gets sent there with other, you know, kids that are all kind of like 17, 18, 19, kind of that age range. And, you know, from their parents sending them there as well. And it's kind of like Cathy, Moriarty's character, is kind of going and teaching them these lessons, and RuPaul is there, you know, is one of the counselors there. It's a great movie that is absolutely an absolute must watch. Now, this includes on here too the director's cut, because when this movie first came out back in the day, the MPA was really harsh on it, and they were like giving it an NC-17, and it was nothing for that, but it was a big thing. And Jamie Babbit, you know, there's a documentary years back about like MPA ratings, and she was one of the big subjects of who was interviewed in that documentary, kind of about this movie and them giving an NC-17 and her having to take certain things out. So like I said, I followed her films forever, and I've been a fan of her, everything she's directed. So great movie. Has on here, though, a feature-wise Beyond Pink and Blue, a conversation with the director on here, But I'm a Cheerleader class reunion, making a But I'm a Cheerleader 99. Has a commentary track, theatrical trailer. But like I said, if you guys have not seen this movie, absolute must watch. It's got so many different cameos in here too. And I was really lucky enough too, in one of my movies, I got to have the one character's mother. They played one of the mothers in the movie. I think it was Clea Duvall's mother was in one of my movies. That was really cool. And the next one I got here is from RLJ Entertainment. And this is one that I saw in theaters as well. And this one, too, it's gotten a lot of really good attention, too. I saw even at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, they had like a big kind of walkthrough photo op for the movie. It's a movie here called Clown in a Cornfield. And this is the... this is the 4K steelbook of the movie, which includes the 4K and a Blu-ray, and it has these really cool like magnet stuff that you can kind of take off and put, you know, onto like the back of it or on the refrigerator. But really cool, and also has an ad in here for the books that inspired the film as well. But if you guys haven't seen this movie, this is a great, really fun, you know, comedy horror. And basically, though, it's about this father and daughter that moved to this small town, and basically you find out that the town had like this history in the past of this sort of kind of like killer clown and things like that. And the town too, everybody there is a little bit weird and strange the way they're acting. It's like one of those places where everybody's a little bit off. And essentially, though, you know, right when they come and move into the town, the clown starts coming back, and people start seeing the clown, and people start dying. And it's kind of like it's just a really fun slasher film. I really like this one a lot. It has on here, though, a commentary track on here with the director, a clown. It has and then the author of the film. author of the book, and then some of the actors on here as well. But like I said, really great, really fun movie here. The next one here, this was from Sony. This one is one to let you guys know that was available. This is the brand new 4K Steelbook here of the film Kroll. And this has, like I said, the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital code here. And then on this one, it has cast and crew commentary, behind-the-scenes commentary, Journey to Kroll, a featurette, and a theatrical trailer in this one. And here's a look, though, the front and the back. And then here's a look, though, inside at the Steelbook as well for this one. The next one here, this one was from Warner Brothers. They sent over a free copy to let you guys know this one was available. And this is a show which I never really had heard about before. And, like, I feel like I don't know. It's, like, very seldom is there, like, something where I really don't remember hearing much about it. And this is a show that ran from 85 to 88. I don't know if this had, like, you know, ran too much, but, like, I don't recall. It may have, though. But it's a show called Spencer for Hire, which is like a person who was a cop, and then he left, and now he's, like, going and, like, doing, like, solving crimes and stuff on his own. It's kind of his own kind of way. But this has on here all 3 seasons of the show, the complete first, second, and third season. I don't know if this show had ever been available before, or if this is the first time it's been released altogether. But if you guys are a fan of the show, Spencer for Hire, just like I said, I want to let you guys know that this one was available now. The other one to let you guys know that was available from Warner Brothers as well, and this is from Mike White, who I've been a fan of Mike White forever. You know, I think the first thing I ever saw with him was Chuck and Buck, which if you guys have never seen Chuck and Buck, it's a super low budget movie, and basically everybody in it for the most part was like producers and directors, and they were all acting in it. But like, it was great. It's probably like one of my top favorite movies ever, and it's one of those movies like no one ever talks about. It was like one of Mike White's first things. And this is the White Lotus here. So if you guys are a fan of White Lotus, this is the complete 3rd season here available. Now on this one, this has invitation to set, welcome to Thailand, Thai tea, closet tour, unpacking each episode, and get to know each characters on this one here as well. But like I said, want to let you guys know that this was available if you guys were a fan of the show White Lotus. The next ones here, these ones were from Paramount, and this is the one to let you guys know that is available. And this is for the show NCIS, and this is the complete 22nd season here of the show. And so if you guys are a fan of the show, this is the complete 22nd season. And this has on here, though, NCS Behind the Scenes of a Legacy, Undercover I Do, and the Expert Behind the Screen featurette on here as well. The other one that is available from Paramount to let you guys know about here is Watson. This is like the character, you know, Sherlock Holmes and Watson. This was the character of Watson. It's kind of him doing, you know, the investigations and the things like that. And this is the complete first season here of the show. This is from Paramount as well. This one has on here feature-wise, My Dear Watson, Creating the World of Watson, deleted scenes, and it also has a gag reel on this one here as well. And the next ones I got here are all from moviezing.com. I'll have a link below where you guys can order these ones for the best price. And the first one here is a movie here from Universal called My Dead Friend Zoe. This is an interesting movie. It's basically, though, this one woman who just got back from the war. Well, you kind of see her at first in the war with her friend, Zoe, and basically, you know, they're kind of really good friends. They're talking, and like she's saying how she hopes she makes it out of there, and basically then it cuts to, you know, her friend, you know, at this kind of like meeting, and you come to find out that Zoe died, but she's still seeing her, so she's kind of like almost like an imaginary friend or something. She's kind of coming around with her. And it's like sort of a thing where she's always around. It's a really interesting movie, kind of dealing with grief and things like that kind of happen. But it's really well done. It has on here, though, deleted scenes and a featurette on this one here as well. The other one from Movie Zing, and this one is also from Brainstorm Media. It's a movie here called Consumed. This one has... who was in the movie? Devon Sawa was in the film. It's basically, though, about a group of these two, you know, this couple that are kind of out in the middle of the woods. And it's like, you know, anytime you know that people are kind of out in the middle of the woods, it's always like never going to be a really good thing. It's kind of like these camping trips. You always know it's going to, something bad will end up happening. You're come across somebody peculiar, something like that. And basically they end up coming across Devon Sawa's character, who's all like kind of living on the land type. He's kind of cracked up out there. And he's talking about like this sort of creature out there. And it's basically, you know, them realizing that there's something out there and what are they, you know, going to do. Very crazy movie here called Consumed. The next one here, this is from Movie Zing as well. This is also from Warner Brothers. And this is a really cool set here. This is the complete series here of Huckleberry Hound Show. And I remember this, like, as a kid, I used to watch so many of, like, so many of the Hanna-Barbera type things and, like, these kind of shows and Jetsons. And I used to have, like, all the VHS tapes. And I don't know, I was always watching that kind of stuff so much. And I know now, too, I think Cartoon Network and Boomerang, I think, are not around anymore, or something like that has happened. So a lot of these shows, too, are going to be harder to find, which I'm glad that we're getting more physical releases, because I know they were saying, like, Powerpuff Girls and some of those are harder to see now, streaming-wise, because they were taken off of a lot of things. So that's the good thing, though, is that I'm glad more people are embracing physical media again. Especially, I've noticed, like, younger people are getting more, and it's keeping these things around, because this streaming is really not forever, because it's like things are licensed for a certain period of time, and then they're gone. But this is the Huckleberry Hound Show here, and this is the complete original series on 11 discs here, and this has Huckleberry Hound, the remix music video celebrating memorable Hound quotes. Huckleberry Hound, a linguistic masterpiece. Hound speak as humorously interpreted by a linguistic professor on here as well. And then it also has a thing on here with the voice actress who voiced the characters in the film. In the show. And now here's the look at the discs here. So we have season 1, and then this is season 2 and 3 episodes. And on the back it lists the episodes, and then season 4. But really fun show. Like I said, I remember this as a kid watching these, so I'm glad we're getting more and more physical releases of Hanna-Barbera things now too, especially on Blu-ray. The next ones are from Kino Lorber, and I showed the other airport films in the last video, and this is the first film in the airport series. They made, I think, 4 films in the series, and this is Airport. This is the 4K Ultra HD, which includes the 4K and the Blu-ray. Now these are basically films kind of about, like, all on a plane and kind of like things going wrong, and they're kind of like, the best way to describe them is like Fantasy Island or The Love Boat, where they're very cameo, like lots of different cameos throughout the film, and like so many different characters and things like that. This one has on here a commentary by film historian on here, and a theatrical trailer on this one. The other one here is from Kino Lorber as well, and this includes the 4K and the Blu-ray, and this is a movie which stars James Brolin called Night of the Juggler. And this is what I remember seeing years back, and this is from 1980 originally, and it's kind of like a kidnapping movie. It's a really cool movie. This one has on here a commentary track by Steve Mitchell and Nathaniel Thompson, Summer of '78 interview with James Brolin, interview with actress Julie Carmen, and it has on here a theatrical trailer as well on this one. The next one here, I got a copy of it, the director of the film sent me. And this is a cool movie. It's a movie here called A Game in the Woods. And it's basically, though, this kind of group of people that are out there kind of doing like social media type stuff, kind of out in the middle of the woods, and like live streams, things like that. And they kind of come all across out in the middle of the woods, this kind of masked killer. And basically he's, coming after them. It's sort of the crazy things that he's up to out in the middle of the woods. And it's kind of has like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Hills Have Eyes kind of feel to it, but really crazy, intense film. Like I said, this one here is called Game of Death. The company, I think, MVD released this one here as well. And I'm not sure if it's on like streaming or rental platforms right now, but I know it is, available on Blu-ray. Available on DVD. And the last one here to let you guys know that was available is one here from Ultra Innocence, and it's one here called So Unreal. And this one here has a commentary track on here with the writer and director, has a conversations between Debbie Harry and Amanda Kramer, filmed live at the 2024 Rottendale Film Festival, feature-length documentary Silk on here, a behind-the-scenes portrait on here as well on this one. But anyway, though, guys, that was all for the review portion of this video. Like I always say, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.